Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, there's a long intro. I was making myself a cup of coffee. Oi, oi, oi. We have some things to catch up on, chat. Even I have things to catch up on. Oh, my chat broke up.
This topic is
Oh,
me and Wise, you know, we go way back, okay? I'm kidding. I would never.
what is happening?
That's
I
great.
think the catch up might be here already. What the hell is this?
Hey!
Hey, Dark.
Happy Independence Day!
Happy Independence Day, Dark.
The fuck happened?
What?
What do you mean? What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
We're free.
Independent!
Yeah,
We're separate from the Department of
happen?
Justice now. The governor, he went, hey, do this. These guys now are no longer under your direction. And so we have the first constitutional amendment. Except it's not an amendment. They literally just edited it.
Wait, what? You're joking.
No.
I'm looking, yeah.
9149 in the reports. They just deleted the part about the under the San Andreas Department of Justice thing that they can have their own law enforcement agency. They just ripped that out.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah. And then they changed the duties or something like that of law enforcement. Something or other. Or the state marshal legislation. Yeah, the state marshal legislation's been edited.
What about the powers, that one?
I think that one's been amended as well. We still have some ultimate authority over everybody, so.
What the? Oh. Did he give a reason? Like, well, why does this happen then?
Because the governor thinks that, well, you know, the justices shouldn't be all three branches of government, which I kind of believe. I kind of agree.
I could agree with it, sure.
Richard, I like your pun you did. Why is this happening? Get it?
Why
is
is this happening?
Yeah, I bet that.
That's a good one.
That was good.
That's a good one, Dark.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So wait,
No,
what
honestly,
does that mean about the
I'm
director?
excited.
Murray told me there was a vote.
Oh yeah, there was a vote. They didn't choose anybody. Weiss and Falconer had put in their votes. McNee was supposedly going to review the interview recordings this weekend, and Hart was basically, I'll just vote for whoever you guys want to vote for.
Oh my god.
So I'll say this is pretty well timed.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure the state's gonna choose someone to be in charge quicker than the justices.
I mean, yeah, but it also, let's be real, that also means Kyle Pred's chances of getting appointed the director just went up like 30-fold.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
If that happens, no offense, I'm dipping.
I think I am too.
So did Peters, and Gunner also said the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, he spoke about like firing everybody, so.
Yeah. You know what? I've got a nest egg. I can live up in Polito on the money I have sitting.
I'm ready to marinate.
The governor came around and was just like, do this right now, and then it happened.
Yep.
Oh, fuck it.
And, yeah, I mean, he's pulling power away from the justices. They made this bed, now they can lay in it. They're the ones who thought they are the all high and mighty ones that have to make decisions for everybody, like some grand oligarchy. And they got put down and told, no, you need to judge shit. Stop trying to run the entire state. So the justices have already lashed out at us for this, just so you're aware.
And us shit.
Yeah, they followed through on their threats.
What threat shit?
We have no money. They've cut us off from all the funding entirely. We have literally no money right now.
Oh. That's fine.
But the mayors of both counties, including the candidates, have all sworn and agreed to support us in our salaries until they can establish accounting. Because apparently, we only cost. Freaking Nino was like, "How much do you need to pay your salaries for your marshals this week? Do you need 10 million, 20 million?" And I was like, 900,000.
Yeah, it's not that much.
That's how much we. I was like, that's how much. He was like, "Wait, really? That's all y'all cost?" I was like, "Yeah, we're a small group, man."
Okay, well, I mean, if this is actually happening, we need to like get all the shit off Weiss.
Yeah, I mean, I still kind of want to wait till the new director gets appointed because it's a process to get all that shit, and we might as well just do it once rather than do it twice.
That's true, but do we trust Weiss?
It's a very annoying process. It's a very annoying process.
I'm sure it is, but what I'm saying is like if we go like raid Weiss's fucking, you know, the garage when we need to get an APC out, is he gonna like use it against us now? Because we're not exactly on the same page anymore.
No, because he doesn't own them. They belong exclusively to the marshal's office.
Yeah, where does it say that?
What do you mean? They were bought under. I mean, it's literally under all their purchase agreements where they were purchased for the marshal's office and reimbursed for the marshal's office.
Yeah,
and they were put in his name
doing
because
what
he was the
every
director.
lawyer and politician does these days. Is where's that written down, Craig?
You see, it is written down in every single comment of all of our reimbursement forms, and including every single bank transaction where I paid for them all.
Hell yeah.
Because, scarily enough, I do my paperwork.
Scarily. Okay, well, this is interesting. So, is Weiss still the director?
No.
Oh, that didn't get clarified, did it?
Of course not. I mean, they didn't give us a fucking bank account, so. But they're working on legislation. I've already spoken to the mayors about it. They're working on legislation. You know the 75-25 split?
Yeah.
Obviously, the Department of Justice isn't going to need that much money anymore.
Oh, I see. So they're trying to get it back.
Yeah, and honestly, the DOJ was paying for SASM and DOC and judges and lawyers, and even like fucking what's it called, medics and shit, and we were still $40 million in the green.
Damn.
So very clearly, we don't need 75% split. So I've suggested a 50% cut for the counties that process it, and then the remaining 50% gets split between us and DOJ. I suggested 30% for DOC since they have to handle the prisoners after they find them, and then 15 and 5.
I'm thinking.
Or 10 and 10.
To play devil's advocate, though, why are we getting money from like fines and shit?
Because we're administrative.
What do you mean?
So you think about the fines and the restitution, what all goes into those, right? So obviously there's the work that goes into them from the county police departments to do the initial investigation, make the arrest, process the arrest, and then it goes to the Department of Corrections where they house the inmates and they perform their rehabilitation. But then there's the administrative oversight where you have the administration people like us who oversee the entire process, and the judges who do the rulings and the judicial process on it.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, quick, when you put it like that.
Yeah, we basically cover the entire process from head to toe.
Who the hell is calling me already? It's Pete. What the hell? I gotta take this. Hello, Pete.
Hey, Dork, it's me, Peach.
Why are you awake yet?
You know, it's morning. What are you talking about? Anyways, hey, I
Okay.
just want to put in a recommendation and stuff for the new director.
Okay, I don't really have any.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'll hear it. Who is it?
Yeah, I would like to recommend, a Mr. Kyle Pred.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's really cool and stuff. I think he has a really great personality. He's pretty funny. And like he's also a hard worker.
That's you know, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
appreciate the recommendation, Peach. I'll have to inform you that I don't have anything to do with who becomes the director. So,
What does that mean?
like, I don't choose the director.
Who does?
I think the governor does now.
Who's the governor?
The Governor Oil.
Okay. Well, forget my recommendations. Do you think I could also become an intern?
Why do you want to be an intern for? You're a cop.
Oh yeah, let's do one more call. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, sometimes I like the little officey environment and stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I
guess
didn't get any.
I'll recommend you to the new director. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that'd be real cool and stuff. I've been liking some of the cool new changes and whatever.
Okay. Well, you take it easy out there, Peach. I hope you haven't been up too long.
Oh yeah, not too bad. Okay, bye, dog.
Okay. Bye bye.
Wait. Do you know Peter's is gonna be around later?
Which Peter is it?
Quiz.
He's normally around. Yeah.
Okay, and also how about Gunnar Kane? Is that Marshall?
Yeah.
Is he new? I feel like I don't know. What's he look like? Does he have
He's a newer one. Yeah, he kind of wears a baseball cap and a black like medical mask.
Oh.
Normally like a white shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just had so I was gonna help them with the investigation stuff. So I was wondering when they're around. Do you about that one flipping? Do you about that one lifer?
No, what about him?
Oh, yeah. I gave you the keys. Yeah. I gave you the keys, Crystal. I gave you the keys. Oh. Okay. Oh, just so you didn't hear about the flipping lifer?
Just tell me, what is it?
They flipping time.
They died?
Yeah.
How?
You know, same old shot in the face or something.
Yeah, that's a shame. Okay.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, but I just want to talk to them about the investigation that they're doing and stuff, and maybe you can help them out.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that, Peach.
Yeah. No, I'll look for them later and stuff. Okay.
Okay,
Anyways,
bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Suggested Korean food.
That's the taco place.
Talk about it.
Hey, Dark, you like
What? What did you say?
do you like tacos?
Yeah, I like tacos, yeah.
Here's tacos.
Thank you. Wow.
And these are also the really, really refreshing drinks. So wait till you're really thirsty.
Yes. I like to sip on my drinks like through the day, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the plan anyway? What do we do now?
I guess we people wait until we get a director assigned finally.
All right. I guess I'll see you in 3 months.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I think it'll be a little bit faster, but the mayoral election results tomorrow. The election's closed tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll get the results later in the afternoon. And then after that, we need to prepare the incoming mayors, and then we prepare transition paperwork for whoever the new director is.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to onboard the new director.
Yeah, because I'm sure they'll be ready and fit for the job, but
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Or, we could all just dip out and then they have to figure out all on their own. It would be funny to see them fail,
I got a backup plan in case it's someone really bad. That I'm gonna be a private detective / journalist, and I'm gonna have like a podcast called The Dark Truths.
You want to
Ooh,
help me
that's
hijack a
good.
tank and hide
That's
it away
pretty good,
somewhere in the island?
No, the hell,
Oh,
Craig?
What?
That's a
What do you mean,
crime.
what the hell? That's not a crime.
It is.
As long as we're still a marshal before we do it, then it's fine.
Right, but then you'd still be stealing it.
Well, it's not stealing it if I'm just relocating it. I'm not taking it. I'm just hiding it.
What are you gonna say when they say, "Craig, where's the tank?"
It's Easter. It's topical. We just cover it in like an egg wrap.
Ooh, Easter egg hunt for a tank. That's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm cool. I don't know why Duncan Finwell's calling me, but he is.
Richard,
Hello, Duncan. What's going on, mate?
I wanted to call you because Rhodes was talking about you yesterday.
Oh, that's sweet. What was he saying?
I said, anything you tell me, I tell my husband. And I was like, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Well, I
Did he
mean,
tell you?
no, he got home late and I was already asleep, and then I left early this morning. So
No. I guess the first question is, did you already vote for mayor?
no.
Oh, you haven't?
Be very careful about your next words, Duncan. Because I block solicitors, like soliciting numbers. I block them.
You would block me?
I'm not saying I would block you. I'm saying if you solicit me, I might have to block you. Yeah.
Can we talk in person? Are you busy?
Why? What do you want to talk about?
The future ideas I have. I have cool ideas.
For what?
Sure, Dark.
Are you running for mayor?
I don't want to. I want to be careful with my words because I don't want you to block me because I actually like you, Dark. And I value your opinion.
What do you mean
A lot.
actually? Why did you say actually like that? That's kind of fucked up, man.
What do you mean?
You said I actually like you, like you're saying everybody else doesn't. Duncan, what the hell?
No, it's just the way I talk.
Okay. Well, listen. What are you running for that you want to talk to me about?
How many people are on you right now?
Nobody. I'm on the roof at
You're on the roof of the.
marshal office.
Would you be mad if I went over there and continued the conversation in person?
I'm not here anymore. I took a jetpack. I'm flying in the sky.
Would you fly to me? I'm not that far.
No, it's illegal.
So, it's illegal to fly, but you're on the jetpack?
No, it's illegal to fly to you.
Oh. Well, where can you fly to that I can speak to you?
No, we're on the phone, Duncan. We can talk. It's okay. No one's gonna listen.
Okay. Okay, I could talk to you. Are you gonna hang up the phone on me if I say certain words, or am I free to speak?
You got a right to free speech, Duncan. I don't want to take that away from you.
Okay. I should have dropped out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I should have dropped out of the mayor election because I had a conversation with one of the candidates the next day when we weren't able to talk the first day, and I was convinced.
Convinced to do what?
To work with them instead of try to beat them.
Oh, so you got politic. You got politics, man.
I got politics, yeah. But you like me, right? You think I would do good work in a high
You're
position,
scared
right?
of the point. What are you running for, man?
All right. If Princess wins, there's a high likelihood, and not an absolute, but it's a non-zero, that I could be sheriff.
You know how many mayors have told people that they're gonna be like the head of certain positions that it's not happened?
Well, I have no reason not to believe her.
Okay. So you're calling because you potentially might be the sheriff. So what do you want? You want to vote
Sheriff?
for Princess?
Yeah, I want you to vote for Princess so I can be.
I told you, don't solicit me yet.
Okay, you said I could talk freely. I have free speech.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I can't hang up, but
All right. Well, I won't ask you for that then. If that's something you don't want to talk
I
about,
appreciate that. Yeah.
it's unfortunate. Are you gonna block me or am I forgiven?
Listen, you have time on the phone right now and you're speaking to me, so you know you haven't been blocked yet.
Okay. It's really unfortunate that you don't want to talk about it.
No, listen. What do you want to talk about? Why me? What, you know?
Well, I was gonna talk to you because I thought Rose was gonna talk to you, but then you said you haven't voted yet, so it was an opportunity to, look.
What was
I'm
Rose
gonna be
going to talk
real.
to me about?
He's just gonna tell you. He said everything he knows. He would just tell you, so you would just learn about it. I figured it'd probably be better if you heard from me too.
Okay. I mean, congratulations, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't really care who gets the sheriff in chief position as long as they aren't like a Daisy Moss, you know, puppet.
Yeah, I'm no puppet.
But well, you're already being a puppet by campaigning for Princess's votes. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I get freedom.
Freedom from
I was
what?
told I get minimal oversight, like not like the mayor running the BCSO, but I'm the puppet that's just saying everything that she wants, kind of thing.
Like how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like how it's supposed to be.
Okay. You feel comfortable being appointed? That?
Yeah. Here's the thing
Don't
about
you
me.
think you should be like voted in or something? Why do you think that Princess has the best decision-making skills in appointing a head of law enforcement? And why do you think that's you?
It's the world we live in. The legislation says the mayors pick the sheriff and the chief of police, and it's the world we live in. And if we want to change it, we can push for that narrative, but no one's done it yet. So it's just the world we live in. Why me? Dark, I don't know how long you remember. Me and Cornwood wrote the fucking blueprints for the BCSO way back. Cornwood was robbed of his position that he worked on for literal months. Blood, sweat, and tears. He was sweating in the liquid library when we were writing those blueprints.
Sweats like permanently, so I don't think that's like a. I think that's like a good point.
Well, the point is that we've been working on that since there was 3 captains. We sat in the liquid library and yapped for hours on the blueprints, and he did not win his election, and it ended up going to Bones and Cassidy, and those blueprints were never fulfilled, or they never really got their time to shine.
Right.
Why me? Another thing that I have that might not seem obvious, because like I kind of have like this awkward energy with me. I don't really care what people like think. I know it sounds harsh. I'm willing to listen to everyone, get their feedback, but if they say I don't like Duncan, I'm not going to work with Duncan. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. You know what I mean? But if they're going to like, even if they yell at me and they're like, your idea is stupid, this is how you should do it, at least I'm getting the feedback. If no one's going to give me the feedback and they're going to kick and scream and run out of the room, then it's not going to change I'm not going to panic over it. I'm just hit by a car. I'm not going to like, if no one's going to work with me and no one's going to give me the feedback, I'm not going to chase after people and try to get everyone's approval and try to make everyone happy, because it's unrealistic. And also, I'm not here to make friends. My real friends don't take promotions. It's actually quite hilarious that 100% of people I consider my friends will not take rank, even if I ask them to.
Okay.
It's amazing. I already talked to Hayes, and I said,
gonna be a good sheriff. What's okay? You know what? Maybe say why are you gonna be a good sheriff? Because I think it's very difficult to be a good sheriff. Why are you gonna? How are you gonna be different from Bones and from Moss and from Aspen? How are you gonna be different? That's what I care about.
I'm trying to figure out how to get to that point because people don't like to lose things when they get it. You might know you're old. You're an old.
What?
Yeah, in experience, not in age.
What are you saying?
Weren't you the sheriff once upon a time?
I was the assistant chief.
Okay, close enough. Then you know that people don't like to lose things when they have it, right?
That's just like human nature, man.
Yeah, the things I would do different is I would reclassify, I guess is a word, ranks and responsibilities. I think the captain should be an extension of myself and the undersheriff, and not something that you just sort of like fall into once you keep, just working your way up. And there's nothing wrong with being lieutenant and below. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's not like if you say lieutenant, it's not like you're not gonna ever be a captain. I think the captains should be as temporary as me, since I'm a temporary position.
Are you saying
so
that
being
they're
lieutenant,
not currently an extension of the sheriff and the undersheriff?
I'm not gonna go into too many details, but Cassidy sort of slips up on me when I asked him a different question. I got a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of a jaded verbiage from his mouth, and I don't think that everyone there aligns with each other currently.
Oh no, hell no! Guess who's running for director? You know that, right?
Did he tell? Did he tell you too that he doesn't like anyone?
Yeah.
He's left out of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you're aware of that then. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That needs to be shaken up. If that's the case, I mean, that needs to be shaken up.
Yeah, but that's just because
have
like everybody that like becomes the chief or the sheriff puts the old chief or the sheriff as like a high command position. But like, that's rubbish.
Oh no, I want to give everyone the chance to talk to me and like hear what, like, maybe I might learn something that I didn't otherwise know from talking to everybody. I want to talk to everybody, but right now, without having that knowledge of talking to everybody, I do have an undersheriff in mind, and he is not a current high command person. He has the skills of one.
Who is it?
And do you know him?
Yeah, who is it?
Do you know who Jack O'Neill is?
Who?
I figured you'd go, who?
Who's that?
He is a 72-year-old U.S. Air Force lieutenant commander, former, now deputy for the BCSO. He's very nonchalant and.
You want to bring Joe Biden into your undersheriff position?
I wouldn't say he's Joe Biden. He's got brains, but also he has a lot of experience. A lot of experience.
Are you running like an Obama campaign right now? Is that your plan?
Well, it's not the first old man I want to bring in.
What? Dunk, what are you planning? You're running an old people's home. It sounds like what you're doing.
Look, he may be 72 years old, but he's gonna be able to cover a lot of hours, more than I will be able to.
You want to push a 72-year-old man to cover like 12+ hour shifts? He's gonna die.
No,
you're
he's
gonna
be
kill
fine.
him. You're gonna run into the ground.
Here, look him up on the MDT and look at his profile picture and tell me. Look at him and say, that is a man that is pretty good for his age.
Jack O'Neill.
with 3 L's.
What's it?
3 L's. He has 3 L's in his name.
I mean, yeah, he looks pretty decent for his age, I guess. Why this guy?
I had a long, extensive talk with him, and I think he would be able to help me fulfill my vision. And also, I think he'd be a very charismatic person that people will actually, he'd be the charisma that I lack, basically.
He's just a deputy?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm just a deputy.
I think that's kind of my point, man. Like, is he like commanded people? Has he led people before?
Yes, he has.
Where, like in this state or like back in fucking Vietnam?
In the Air Force.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. He might have been around a lot longer than me. He did say I should. He did say I should call somebody named Toretti.
Sure, I can stop by. What kind
So,
of you want?
What?
and I've heard about that. He said you should call Toretti. I was like, I've heard of him, but I don't have his number. He was like, yeah, you should figure it out. So I think he's been around.
Wait, Dominic Toretti.
That's the name he said. He also said Mike Bayo. I should call him as well.
Oh my god. How does he know all these guys? Wait,
I don't know.
this John Cobb, and he's just changed his name?
No, it's Jack O'Neill with 3 L's.
Huh. Okay. Well,
He also said he has a mercenary buddy he could probably get some advisement from.
a mercenary. Who's that?
A guy that owes him a favor.
This doesn't sound great, Duncan. He's got some mercenary guy on fucking payroll that owes him a favor. What's that what's that guy gonna do? Come and murder people?
To be honest, no, because the mercenary I have actually met before.
Wait,
His mercenary buddy, his name is Connor.
Connor who?
Stubble.
Hey, gorgeous.
He said he'd just get advisement for like a day, and he'd go back to work. That's all he does.
Is Jack running? Is he running for sheriff? Because I'd vote for that guy.
No, but I had the idea of just telling Elena to take him as the sheriff and me as the undersheriff, or whatever he chooses instead. That idea did float my mind because he would be Jack O'Neill would be possibly the best pick, in my opinion, for what we need right now currently in the BCSO. And I only learned this after I talked to him. I rode with him, and I was like, "Hey, I have a question. I'm doing this thing. Would you do this?" And he's like, "Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people who could probably do better than me, but if given the opportunity, I can." He said he actually said he wanted to start he said if he had it his way, he'd want to be able to start the trooper department and build that up from the start.
Okay, never mind. I don't want to vote for that guy.
No. Listen. I told him that wasn't an option. That this was the second best thing. And he's like, all right, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, I mean, listen, Dung, it sounds like a lot of your campaign's holding on this fucking 75-year-old man.
Look, I mean, if we've seen old people running politics is, kind of a time-tested classic. It just works,
No, it doesn't, man. It doesn't work.
Folks, ice cream? Yeah. Where am I?
You've made my point, Duncan, man. You've made my point.
Don't worry. His brain is good. He hasn't stuttered.
Have you tested him for Alzheimer's or anything?
Yeah, I have. I actually I actually tested him, and he's like, "Yeah, that's yeah, he gave the right answers. He's good. He's good.
Okay.
He's not decrepit."
You got any idea who else is like in the running for sheriff?
Probably Aspen and Cassidy, I'd imagine.
The status quo.
Yeah, I'm gonna break the status quo. 2 deputies into the sheriff and undersheriff position, and then the captains. I'd ideally like to start fresh, but I'd like to talk to the current ones and see what they want to do, and if they are cool with changing it up a little bit.
You want to ask the people that already have the power whether they want to lose it.
I mean, it's not going to be up to them if they lose it or not. I just want to see, like I said, if I talk to people, I can learn a new perspective and learn something new. And I want to give them an opportunity before being like, I'm just going to sledgehammer everything. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, listen, at least you're not a cadet. You know, that's good. That's a good start. You are only one rank above that, Duncan. But you've been a command in the past, right?
I guess
That's
you could
good.
say.
That's good. At
About
least-
as much as command experience as Jack O'Neill.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I wish you the best, Duncan.
There are other old men I would like to recruit into the department.
You're trying to sell me on voting for Princess.
They wouldn't.
because
They
of
wouldn't be
old
in
man?
command. They wouldn't be in command. They would just be my.
I'm a married man.
No. I'm not trying to solicit you
I'm
into
not
marriage.
into
I'm saying-
gramps, you know.
No, I'm not trying to solicit you into
George
to
Clooney,
gilfs.
though.
Look, what I'm saying is they're not necessarily would be for command positions, but I do think I could get some old men recruited into the department, and I think that would be pretty cool.
Like, is it like a Make-A-Wish type of thing?
No, like I kind of want to. I'm taking notes from the LSPD, and that when they had a lot of people that sort of threw their toys in the sand and said, "I'm out," they were able to hire people and build them up into something potentially.
You said a lot,
and
but you
then
didn't
they
say anything. What do you want about? What did the LSPD do?
They hired people to replace pretty much people that were like, I hate the fact that a cadet was made chief, and the biggest goofball I know was made under chief. So they just hired people, and they were able to refill their
Oh yeah, they
the
hired
mass
Carmine
transfer.
and Bobby and a lot of reviews, the treasonous criminal. And what other criminals did they hire? I think they hired Forte. You know, that guy was a gangster. They hired what was that guy's D-Link? He's good, but he was a gangster too. You know, they just hired a bunch of criminals. So if that's what you're gonna do, I mean, go for it.
No, I'm not going to hire a bunch of criminals. I'm going to hire old men that worked in law enforcement. They would be able to work correctly, and
What, like Jackie Snow?
I was
Careful.
thinking
Careful.
Merrick Chapman.
Who?
Remember Chappers?
Meryl Streep? I don't think
Merrick Chapman. He was
I
in the
don't-
LSPD.
I don't remember that guy.
He was like, hey, donkey, let's go ride together.
Wow. So you gonna hire your grandpa?
No, he's a cool guy. Yeah, just some old people in age, not old as if like he happened to be here like a year ago, but I mean like in age.
You're not really selling this, Duncan. You just basically
You don't want a
telling me-
geriatric department?
No, I don't. It's gonna make my job even harder. Because you think I want to be looking into like corruption, man, not some fucking old fucks who like broke their hip and then accidentally shot their gun. You know what I mean? I don't want that.
Do you want me to hire corrupt people? Because I'm not doing that either.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I don't want to spend my days cleaning up, teeth, after the old people.
All right, let me ask you a question. Hypothetical. would you rather do nothing or investigate corruption, or have the
mate.
departments not be corrupt,
He's alright.
but sometimes they break their hip and shoot someone on accident?
Hold on. You just want to have a department that occasionally shoots people by accident. Is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. Because the old man I would hire would pass a physical and a mental evaluation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If they're too old. Oh, also, you know who I saw yesterday?
Who's that?
Riggs and Kaminsky. I would definitely reach out to them as
Oh
well.
my god, that. What's your definition of old here?
70 plus years old.
God, Duncan, that's like they haven't got long till retirement. You're literally just you basically put an ad that says, "Come here and get your 401k bumped up before you retire or die."
So, are you suggesting I should bring in some young people? Because I can do it as well. I got some young people in mind.
I think, Duncan, regardless of what shenanigans you're up to and whatever, grandpa problems you have and you want to solve by being the sheriff, I think that your best course of action is not to solve your problems by hiring people from the outside. It's probably to solve the people that are there currently.
Yeah, so I plan to talk to every single person that I could possibly talk to and figure out what their goals are and dreams and aspirations. Because some people might be really good for positions and they may have been overlooked. One of my positions was actually filled yesterday. I actually like that they just straight up solved my issue for me. They promoted Bruce to lieutenant, and I was going to do that anyway.
Collins?
Yeah.
That's a good promo.
Yeah. So like I said, I would talk to everyone. It's like some people, maybe they've been overlooked or they haven't made it vocal that they're interested in something, and I'd like to learn by talking to everyone. I know obviously the old man is kind of like a little joke, to be honest. But I do plan to talk to everyone and like seeing like where their heads are at, what they want, what they would like to do. And thankfully, one of the people I wanted to talk to and one of the people I wanted to put immediately into a lieutenant position was actually promoted, which was Bruce. So that worked out in my favor.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
I want to make sure I talk to everyone, because like what I don't want to do is I don't want to put my friends in positions and make a little circle where it's just my friends and we're all, hoarding over the responsibilities and powers. I want to delegate to people, and people who might not necessarily be people I talk to on a daily basis, but being able to talk to them one-on-one and learn that would be helpful for them and me. Thankfully, I'm also immune to the friend thing as well, because 100% of my friends will not take promotions, even if I ask them to, because I have good friends.
Yeah, you said that. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, you
Yeah.
thought that.
Do you think Hayes would take a position? No, hell no.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, she would absolutely she would kill me if I even tried.
Well, we talked a lot about what you're going to change to the department, but like, what's going to be your policies on like how you're going to change policing, Duncan? That's the important part. Policing and investigations, man.
I got some feedback on the detective unit, but I believe that is a joint LSPD BCSO thing, so I can bring my opinion to Turner and Peters, but ultimately, it's a collaborative effort.
BCSO had a detective department.
I wouldn't say it's a detective department, because there's no 3-letter acronym. I mean, that's sort of an important thing to have one, but like there's investigators and they investigate things.
Yeah, every department has that.
Yeah, but like I said, if it's something that is a collaborative effort between the BCSO and LSPD, I ultimately have to I can give my opinion, but if it's a group effort and a group vote, then obviously, I don't have total control.
You don't have a plan, and your plan is non-action, Duncan. That's not very impressive, I'll be honest.
No, I have a plan. I just want to. If I present it and I'm outnumbered by everyone, then what really can I do? You know?
You're the bottom man. Why do you need the opinion of the LSPD yet?
If it's a joint, like
It's
TRT is
not
a
right
joint.
now though. So why would it be when you're the sheriff?
If it's not, then in that case, I will make changes to it.
I'm
I think
listening.
okay. I think, and I've seen the way Slacks ran the previous one. I think
Oh
it
god,
would
don't do
be
that.
no. I the opposite of that. I think it'd be in the best interest of everyone if detectives were sort of like certified experts on subject, right? Someone who doesn't like. I don't want to give them like the ability to go unmarked and wear plain clothes because that seems to go to their head, and it also seems to piss off patrol. Don't know why, but it's just like it's a slippery slope into fumbling the department.
Interesting decision.
They would be certified experts, pretty much. Like if there's something going on, there's someone that is went through some sort of evaluation for it, and they're certified to know that they know how to use subpoenas, they know how to write warrants, they know a lot of the legislation and what can and can't be done, and that they also care about working on this for hours and hours and hours. So there's someone you can go to if they're like an advisor, pretty much, but not in name, pretty much. If they needed unmarked or plain clothes, that would be from asking permission from command and not just doing it themselves. I don't think a whole ass unit where you're separate and you get a cool title is productive. I feel like it is constantly become an issue. And then also, I don't want to undermine the marshals which exist. You guys have these major investigations